Alright, so now there's only 4 left. This is called You Can't Botch This. So like I said, Hammer and Vanilla Ice were out of the question, out of the equation. They had been written off as cheesy sellouts by 1994. But here's Disney making references to both of them in this album, because this is truly a sellout in and of itself. So I guess this is actually on brand. If you're gonna sell out, go all in and reference the biggest sellouts and wrap up to that point. You can't botch this. Is this like, I'm sure Disney has perfected time travel. Did they like watch a Sin Cara match and write this? That's for the wrestling fans. I'm sure that it's about Goofy though. When I thought Ice Ice Mickey was going to be exactly like Ice Ice Baby, but with Mickey, which would have been a lot worse than it actually was, even though it was terrible. I'm afraid that this genuinely is going to be Goofy doing You Can't Touch This, but Botch. There's only one way to find out. Let's go. It is. There it is. It is.
Can't botch this.
That's exactly what it is. I was right.
Can't botch this.
Mickey's in there too.
Can't botch this.
And Minnie. Why not? Where's
My
Donald?
lawn. I turned on the hose to water my lawn. I went inside and left it on. Now my yard is a great big lake, and in my garden waves are breaking.
Pluto got all covered in mud, so I gave him a bath in the tub. He barked and howled and shook his coat. Now I'm the one who got all
The
soaked.
simplest things turn into a mess.
Why do we have to
you're
know
sure
this?
you can't botch this.
Pluto! Pluto, come on, fella.
Can't botch this.
I see you over there behind that tree. Pluto,
Can't botch this.
come on, Pluto. Here's a bone. Ha, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, wait.
Can't botch this.
There's a lot going on at once right now.
Water all over me.
Did you not turn off the hose?
Who needs a recipe? I'll just try a pinch of this, a dash of that.
Of course she's
Ew, it
making it.
tastes like an old doormat.
I went to a store and bought a bike, put it together, but it didn't look right. There's handlebars on the back, you see, and an extra wheel where the seat should be. Wasn't too sure, so I took a guess. It said,
Please
on
don't
the
sit
box,
on
you
it.
can't botch this. Ouch, my pinky.
Can't botch
He
this.
sat on the bike. He sat on the tire.
That's smart.
At least he didn't say it felt good.
Give me that hammer there.
Can't botch this.
Ow.
Hit his thumb,
Break
probably.
it down now.
Oh god, this production is so bad too. Why not just have Goofy yelling in pain at this point? Go all in.
Stop! Mickey time! Making music, that's my thing. I bought a guitar and I started to sing. But every time that I begin, the neighborhood dogs, they all join in.
I went outside in my underwear.
That's not
the
botching it, that's the dog's
door was
fault.
stuck out there. Along came a bus full of kids. You know what they said?
Can't botch this.
Did Goofy just flash school children? Is that what we're rapping about now?
Can't botch this.
How embarrassing.
This is illegal!
Out here.
Okay, so that steered into a direction I did not expect it to. Like, Mickey called it squeaky clean music earlier in the album. You know, rappers have rapped about a lot of stuff, killing undercover cops, killing not undercover cops, a lot of cop homicide going on there. You know, a lot of drug use, all of that stuff, having lots of sex and stuff. I have never heard any one of those rappers rap about exposing themselves to children. Wow. I feel like that's probably worse than what a lot of rappers have actually done. Whoa, okay, so that happened. I'm still trying to process everything that was mentioned in the song. What he watered, he left the hose on and turned the backyard into a lake, which isn't really how it works, but okay. And then Pluto got dirty and he gave him a bath, and Minnie made a recipe that sucked. Why did she assume she wasn't gonna botch it if she didn't have a recipe? No, if you don't have a recipe, you don't know what you're doing. You should probably consult a recipe. And then, naturally, Goofy hammerings. But seriously, all of that was like, whoops, I left the hose on. Oh, I bathed Pluto and it didn't go right. I made a recipe. And that's probably my worst voice. I made something without a recipe. It didn't go well. I was hammering. I hit my hand. I went outside naked in front of a bunch of kids. It just escalated to such a place that I did not expect it to. Wow, Disney was different in the 90s. But I'll also say, is this any better than Zombies or Descendants? All of these kids rapping when they shouldn't be. Dove, Cameron rapping when she shouldn't be. Yeah, is this any better than that? Because those are trying to be serious. We're cool, we're kids, we're doing music, but at least this is almost like a parody of rap, even though it's kind of a disrespectful parody. Okay, so this next one is called Little Red Rapping Hood. Once again, just when I think it can't get any worse, just when I think I have no teeth left to lose, my wisdom teeth grow in, and now those gotta go too. Okay, let's do it. The beat's not bad so far, but I know it's gonna get worse.
Once upon a time in the middle of the wood lived a little girl named Rapping Hood. She wore
No,
a
her
big
name is
hood,
Rapping
you know
Hood now.
where that's at. And all day long
Where's it at? On her back? Her mouth would flap?
Talked to the bees. When no one else was listening, she talked to the trees. Sitting on a rock, she was fronting real
I think
good,
she has
driving everybody
problems.
crazy in the whole wood hood.
Whole wood. The hood is not a neighborhood, it's a different thing. No. Nursery rhymes were not meant for rapping.
She skipped off the grannies with a basket of bread, but when she got to cheese house, she saw the whip instead. She said,
Haven't I seen you someplace before? I'd never
She's
forget a
rapping.
face, not one like yours.
she said,
My, what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with.
My,
Okay, this is
what
getting
big
creepy.
ears you
I know it's a
have.
creepy fairy tale, but
Here you with.
don't put it in a rap song. Especially with this deep, sensual jazz voice. Why did I do this to myself? I'm questioning everything I've ever done.
Mr. Wolf, what big teeth you have. Did you know you have that little piece of gum stuck to one of them? I like to chew gum. Sometimes I chew
Is it a
right
grandma's
before I go
gum?
to bed. Usually
What
I
is
take it
actually
out and
grandma
stick it in the
tissue?
drawer. I got a great big pile of gum in there. I'll give it to you if you want. One time I forgot and I fell asleep with the gum in my mouth, and now I know why you're not supposed to do that, because when I woke up there was this big, gooey blob of sticky gum in my hair. I tried to comb it out, but the comb got stuck.
Can you just eat her already?
she didn't stop to breathe, she didn't stop to eat. By the time she quit rapping, that wolf was asleep. She grabbed a hold of Granny and they both ran away as she skipped.
The wolf didn't even eat Granny yet.
When she got back home, they heard what it's about.
This is a clean album, except for Goofy exposing himself.
Scratches in fashion and the beat is strong. Little Red Rapping Hood, she got it going on.
No, she doesn't. I don't want to hear it again. Oh my god, she's recapping this song at the end. Just when I think I'm starting to get numb to this pain, and I'm not, and my body contorts within me more, the cringe knots tighten. I think every single song on this album fades out. Like, it would just go on forever unless somebody put an end to it. Oh, okay, so yeah, that was pretty terrible. And again, I just love how Granny wasn't eaten by the wolf in this version because it's squeaky clean music, even though Goofy just exposed himself to kids' children in the song Kids' Children. My brain is breaking right before you. This is what it looks like when somebody's on the cusp of a mental breakdown and now they're starting to slip. I literally think I'm slipping into madness listening to this. But yeah, squeaky clean music, so the wolf didn't eat Granny, even though Goofy just exposed himself to school children. I can't say it. I can't say words anymore. This album has made me not want to say words anymore. But I'm gonna push through. I just got 2 more left and then I'm done. Just 2 more. We can do this. All right, so this is it's track 11. It's Mickey Mouse Club Mix. So I'm gonna guess that it's like the Mickey Mouse March, but hip hop version. Only one way to find out, and it's the worst way. I recognize that. Yep, they're gonna sample it. It's gonna be a sample. Oh, that's Walt Mickey. That's kind of sweet, but also not.
Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse.
So it's house. It's a house mix or a Eurodance mix.
Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse. Come on.
This might be the best beat yet. I'll give it that.
Mickey's in the house, gonna take you to the jam. Grooving to the beat, listen to it slam. A little bit of old school, little bit of new. Your feet
Not
won't
really.
stop moving till he's through. Gonna take a few bars from yesterday. Every time we break, I wanna hear you
Yeah, this
say,
is-
"Yay,
This is Mickey House.
Now put on your best dancing shoes.
Get
Oh, Mickey came in. He's ruining it.
Loose, you can do the twist, do the break.
Do the hip hop or simply shake.
Just get out your chair, don't sit and stare. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Stop saying that. That is done.
His musketeer irresistible.
But then Backstreet Boys would do it later, so I guess it wasn't done. Thank you, Backstreet Boys.
Jam with the mouse.
Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse.
Oh, you know, Beyonce, you know, she's putting out house music right now. Drake tried to and failed. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this could make a comeback in the parks or something.
Be part of the club. The Mickey
Here's
Mouse
Goofy to
Club.
prove
Real cool,
that
so
that
you
shouldn't
dance with
happen.
You heard us rap and you heard us rhyme. Now you can rap with us anytime.
I don't want to. I don't want to rap with
Message to
you.
bust the charts. You know what you gotta do to start. Just spin this disc and pump the bass.
No, I don't
Everyone
want
will be
to.
dancing all over the place.
They shouldn't be.
Jam with the mouse.
Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse. Yeah, now you're dancing with Mickey. Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse.
I actually think I am numb to this now.
Now, where's that bridge? Now that's nice bridge work.
Is it though? No, the samples just kind of cut abruptly and then move on. That's weird. I suppose there's some other good songs that do that, but how much longer is this? I still got like another minute.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse.
It's got the best beat of them.
Yeah, now you're dancing with Mickey. Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse. Come on. Now you're dancing with Mickey Mouse. Oh yeah, now you're dancing with the mouse. Yeah.
Okay, so this may be a controversial opinion based on everything else that I've said about most of these songs, but that song would not be that bad if the characters didn't chime in. If they just kept it like that, it would have made a perfectly nice groove to play at like Disney parks dance parties or just Disney dance parties in general. But no, putting those characters in there, it just turns up the cringe factor. It just makes people not want to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that the best song on the record, which again is like saying that this fingernail that got peeled off of me hurt the least. All right, but we got one more to go. All right, one more, let's do it. Okay, last one, The Color of Music, featuring Color Me Bad. If you don't know who Color Me Bad was, here's a picture of them. You know, a guy with a Rachel haircut, a guy who looks like he learned what sex was off of a cereal box, a guy who looks like if you put Snow and George Michael together and he had to stay away from elementary schools, like I bet Goofy does now because he exposed himself to school children earlier in this album, lest we forget. They made a song called I Wanna Sex You Up, and now they're making music for kids on a Mickey Mouse album where he's rapping. You know, Whoopi Goldberg was obviously fine after this, but tag team and Color Me Bad. I really wonder how many sleepless nights they had when they realized they were doing this project. Just for the record, Color Me Bad, I have always colored you bad, so you're welcome. Let's just do this. It's only a minute and 40 seconds, mercifully short.
Well, we all must sing in the same key, oh yeah.
Color Me Bad
Yes, we
were basically like
must
the even worse
sing
Black Eyed Peas of the early 90s, complete with the girl hair.
harmony. Well,
But at least they could sing. They sing a lot better than Fergie.
Just look and you.
This reminds me of It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Of the music make a rainbow of home.
Okay, this isn't that bad. They haven't even mentioned the Disney characters yet. It's just incredibly out of the norm for this album. Like these R&B harmonies, I thought this was entirely rap.
Well, the song is the same. Just look
know why they got Color Me Bad, because they couldn't afford Boys to Men, or Boys to Men looked at this and said, hell no, we're serious music artists. Okay, that's it. We're done. That was the last one. And okay, maybe that one might have been the best one, and it's certainly, I don't think I've ever heard Color Me Bad sound that good. What? That's not a compliment for Color Me Bad. When the best I've heard them sound is on an album devoted to letting Mickey Mouse rap. That's not a good sign for you as a band. But it honestly is the best I've ever heard them. And yes, like I was saying, they probably got Color Me Bad because Boys to Men are too good for this. Couldn't get Boys to Men. No, couldn't get whoever made I Swear. I forget their names. Hold on, I'll Google it right now. All for One, that's it. I knew it was like a Boys to Men ripoff name. All for One. Boys to Men. I just hit my finger on the table. But it's okay, I've been through much worse pain than that tonight. But yeah, I guess that was a decent way to end the album so that I forget the horror show that came before that. Okay, some final thoughts on the album, I guess. Yeah, it was terrible. When I'm thinking about it, wondering why this has been lost to history, why Disney doesn't use any of these songs at like dance parties or anything like that. Well, for one thing, it's incredibly out of date. For another thing, it just sucks in a different way than like High School Musical and Zombies suck. I can kind of see where people would be endeared to High School Musical. I am not. I think it's awful. But I can see why people would be endeared to it. Not this. So I can see why that's gone washed away. But another reasoning. Maybe you wouldn't play this at like the not so scary Halloween party because this is just too scary to play. Mickey, Goofy, all of them rapping is a terrifying thought, and it's a horrifying reality. This was everything I thought it was going to be and so much worse. But luckily it ended with a track that had a solid house beat, not perfect obviously, and I'm not gonna say it was like actual house music, and then some nice harmonies from Color Me Bad. I still cannot believe this album is so twisted. It has messed up my mind so much that Color Me Bad sounded good to me. Maybe that's why Color Me Bad did it, because they were like, all of this shit before it, by the time you get to us, we're gonna sound like the best thing in the world. Because yeah, after all of that nightmare of an album, that did sound so much better. But also it kind of didn't make sense because they didn't mention any of the characters in that song. I don't know. I could see them using that in a song in like the World of Color show in Disneyland or California Adventure. But yeah, so that was it. That's Mickey Unwrapped. Oh my god. I'm getting a headache. Okay, so that was terrible. I coined the term cringe knots tonight, and yeah, those are nice and tight. So yeah, there it is, and there it went. And hopefully it will stay there forever. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, it's not usually what I do on my channel, so don't get used to it. But you can follow me on TikTok at Mr. Courtesy, Instagram, Twitter, they're all at Mr. Courtesy. Subscribe to me on YouTube for sketches, original songs, TikToks, movie summaries, a lot of other stuff. It's not a reaction channel. I just thought that this would be a fun little thing to do, a different thing to do, an interesting thing to do. Whether it was fun is debatable, but I hope it was fun for you. But yeah, thank y'all for watching this, and that'll do, pig.
I went outside in my underwear, the door blew shut, I stuck out there. Along came a bus full of kids.